en route to her second straight Conference Player of the Year award. She thrived in college ball, and she knows a thing or two about the Northwoods League as well, finishing with a .500 average in just 15 games for the Madison Nightmares last season.
The Ignite's first ever starting pitcher will be freshman Marin Savageau. The Plover, Wisconsin native went to North Iowa Area Community College this past spring and posted a 3.29 ERA in 55 in the third innings pitched.
Matt, both of these teams have a lot to prove on the diamond this season. And with game time oh so close, we're ready for first pitch here on the Northwoods League Sports Network. Stick with us for the opening of the 2025 softball season.
Stay connected with America's premier summer collegiate softball and baseball leagues at northwoodsleague.com. Purchase tickets to a game near you. Gear up and support the Northwoods League Foundation with every purchase from our online store. Watch live coverage of your favorite team or get the latest news and stats from across the league. There is nothing like a summer in the woods. Visit northwoodsleague.com, your home for the Northwoods League.
After a long day of gray skies and a long off-season of waiting, the clouds have parted and the stage is set for the beginning of the Northwoods League softball season here in Wausau, Wisconsin. I'm Spencer Gonzalez, joined here by Matt Clark. Matt, before we get things going, let's take a look at La Crosse's starting lineup. Batting first, Ashley Shantos, the center fielder. Jackie Larson will follow, followed by Grace Froche. Avery Makarevich will be in that cleanup spot, followed by Skylar Dietz, the designated player Callie Janik, Abby Stigler, Ashley Burt, Maddie Case will round it out. Now let's take a look at the Wausau field. Matt, take us away.
Yeah, the first ever field in Wausau Ignite history. It'll be Quinn Mornaka in left, Kaylee Kinzinger, who is a regular outfielder. She'll play in center today. Reagan Proud is in right. It'll be Riley Schizo playing at third base. Megan McGinnis at short. Brooklyn Hoffer is at second. Molly Fitzgerald at first. Mia Johnson, our player to watch for today, and maybe the player to watch for in Wausau season. She'll do the catching for the first Wausau Ignite starting pitcher, Marin Savageau. And a great option, Spencer, to start this season and this franchise out in the freshman.
Marin Savageau will be the first starting pitcher in Wausau history, coming from North Iowa Community College. She had a great year, 3.29 ERA, a 3-2 record in 22 appearances. You better expect a fastball, changeup, drop curve, and she's got that go-to strikeout pitch is that drop curve. She'll be throwing to Mia Johnson, and first up to bat, Ashley Shantos.
A fantastic atmosphere here, Spencer. People were in from the time the gates opened just about an hour ago. I was talking to people earlier today, and this is better than they expected, and so many people in Wausau, not just in Wausau, but in surrounding areas coming today. I know people from Wisconsin Rapids, which is even further than an hour away, wanting to come up and watch the Wausau Ignite play their first ever game. What a great fan support, and not only that, but an awesome atmosphere here and beautiful weather to enjoy Northwoods League softball.
Matt, it's no secret that softball is one of the quickest rising sports in the entire sports world, and there's a great showing from the crowd today, and we're looking for a great showing from the two teams on the field. La Crosse coming in here after finishing third in the Northwoods League last year. They look to rise to the top of the standings, and they look to do it today against this new Ignite team. They were awarded this team back in late 2024, and now 6 months later, these fans are going to be able to watch the Ignite kick off the second ever season of Northwoods League softball. Shantos up to bat first. The pitch from Savageau is in for strike one. Ashley Shantos, outfielder, coming in from Winona State. Played in 14 games, appeared in 33, had a .396 batting average. She takes that one high and inside. Actually, that may have caught a piece of her, and the Steam will have their first base runner of the year.
Right fielder Jackie Larson.
Yeah, a bit of an odd play there. It was really tight, but credit Santos for staying in the box, staying strong, and just taking a piece of it. You always love in softball to have your leadoff hitter with some speed, so be ready for some fast-paced baseball here softball rather, from the Steam.
That first one is knocked into right field, and the catch is easily made and thrown to first for the first Ignite double play. Great play over and right by Reagan Proud to get the first 2 outs in franchise history.
That's exactly how you want to do it if you're the Wausau Ignite. A little double play action right there. Santos, she thought that ball was hit pretty hard, and so she went off the base pad, and Reagan Proud making a great play. The energy, too, from the team after that catch and double play. That's exactly what Jazz Estrada wants out of this Wausau team.
Matt, this team has not known each other for all that long, but that energy is very palpable in practices, around the facilities, and all ready to start this game today. That one's knocked over to third, off the mitt, and thrown to first just in time for the out by McGinnis. 1, 2, 3, up and down, and we'll go to the Ignite. Stay with us.
More than 370 Northwoods League alumni have advanced to Major League Baseball, including World Series champion and Cy Young Award winners Max Scherzer and Chris Sale, 5-time Gold Glove winner Matt Chapman, 3-time All-Star and World Series champion Marcus Semien, and 2-time Major League Baseball Home Run Derby champion Pete Alonso. This is Northwoods League Baseball.
The Mint Cafe is Woody's favorite spot. They have the best food in town, like their scrumptious pies, delicious burgers, and sandwiches, plus Woody's go-to milkshake. The Mint Cafe, good food, good friends. Located at 422 North 3rd Street, Wausau.
Hang on tight, Wisconsin, because fun just got a lot faster. It's Fast Play from the Wisconsin Lottery, an all-new style of lotto games that combine instant wins with the progressive jackpot. Playing is easy at any lottery retailer. Just print, play, and know if you're a winner instantly. The progressive jackpot starts at $10,000 and grows with each ticket sold. The share of the jackpot increases with the price of the ticket. Fast Play is available now, only at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
This time it's Emerling upon what a grab by Serena Timmer. In contact, left side, diving effort, what a catch! The winning run in the Honeybees. Walks it off the fence and over the fence. That's going to be a home run for Shayna Bishop.
Welcome back into the Northwoods League Sports Network. We're going to see Wausau bat for the first time, and we're going to see their batting order right here. Leading off, Megan McGinnis, the shortstop, will get the first at-bat in Wausau history, followed by Brooklyn Hoffer, Riley Schwiezo, Mia Johnson, Molly Fitzgerald, Quinn Marnaka, Reagan Proud, Hannah Trzynski, and Kaylee Kinsinger will be at that 9 spot. On the mound for the Steam will be the junior out of UNC Pembroke. Throws that outside for ball 2. The righty stands at 5.5, had a 6.34 ERA at UNC Pembroke, as that one is grounded softly to short, and the toss over to first is high and over the mitt as McGinnis goes to second, and she'll be there standing. So an error on the first baseman, Dietz, will have the first runner in scoring position for the Ignite. Let's take a look at that lacrosse Steam field, Matt.
Yep, Maddie Case will be in left today for the Steam. Ashley Santos will be in center. Then it's Jackie Larson in right. It's Grace Roche at third. I think that error is going to be credited to Abby Stigler at short. That throw was a little too strong, but she's looking strong. Ashley Burt is at second. Skylar Dietz at first. And Avery Makarevich is at catcher.
And Hoffer puts it through the gap at second, and that's going all the way home for the first Run batted in Wausau history. Hoffer gets the party started and brings McGinnis in. Matt, what a play to start the party off.
Well, she wasted absolutely no time. I wanted to talk about the lacrosse team field. She went all after that first pitch from Rachel Morey. That's what you got to expect with Morey. Not a strikeout pitcher, so swing away, and Wausau's got the right approach early.
Riley Schwiezo now up to bat. She sees that one go high for ball one, 1-1 count. Schwiezo, the sophomore, out of Northwestern State University. Three-sport athlete in high school, played softball, basketball, and track. Best at softball, and she took her talents into college. Had a .273 batting average this past year. That's popped up high and away and to right. Underneath and making the catch will be Larson and right. And the throw to third. That'll bring up in cleanup Mia Johnson. Now, this is our player to watch today, Matt, and for very, very good reason.
Yeah, a player to watch because of the amazing season that she had at UW Parkside. Conference Player of the Year for a reason. I mean, you've told me, Spencer, in the past, she will hit bombs in batting practice. And what a pickup for Jazz Estrada. Way to set the tone of success that you want by bringing in a high-caliber player like Mia Johnson to the team.
Sees that one go far and away for ball two. Mia Johnson played downstate with the Madison Nightmares last summer in the Northwoods League. A .500 average in 15 games played. In that small sample size, she showed her talent as that one's rocketed center field. No doubter. And that, unsurprisingly, will be the first home run hitter in Wausau history. Hitting the Owl celebration and crossing home. Mia Johnson's make by her teammates.
Mia Johnson wasting absolutely no time, getting all over a pitch right in the middle of the zone and crushing it. That would have been a double if the fence wasn't there. I mean, a strong, smooth swing. That's what we should be expecting from Mia Johnson all season. Incredible. Heck of a swing from Mia. I think first of many home runs for her this year, Spencer.
Johnson. And this Ignite squad wasting no time, only an out. They've brought home 3 now, as that brings up to the plate the 5-hole hitter, Molly Fitzgerald. She's playing at first base today. Fitzgerald has some power of her own, had a great BP before today's game. Fouls that one away into the netting, down the first base line. Fitzgerald's a redshirt junior, didn't play this past spring for Missouri, Kansas City. She'll come into Northwoods League softball and get her swing back. She swings on that one going into center field, and the catch is easily made by Santos.
Yeah, that one was hit straight on a line to Santos out there in center, a little easier than the one that went way over her head. That monster shot from Mia Johnson. By the way, how about the energy from the team at home plate as she's rounding the bases? Like you said, they haven't met each other for a long time, only a couple of days practicing with each other, and already they seem like best friends. They seem like they're having fun and they're focused, and that's what Jazz Estrada wants out of this team.
And you're right, you don't usually see that in teams that have known each other for less than a week, but if you ask head coach Jazz Estrada, that's when it popped up into the infield, and the catch will be made by Stigler to retire the side, but that doesn't stop Wausau from having a monster first inning. 3-0 is your score here on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
More than 370 Northwoods League alumni have advanced to Major League Baseball, including World Series champion and Cy Young Award winners Max Scherzer and Chris Sale, 5-time Gold Glove winner Matt Chapman, 3-time All-Star and World Series champion Marcus Semien, and 2-time Major League Baseball Home Run Derby champion Pete Alonso. This is Northwoods League Baseball.
The Mint Cafe is Woody's favorite spot. They have the best food in town, like their scrumptious pies, delicious burgers, and sandwiches, plus Woody's go-to milkshake. The Mint Cafe, good food, good friends. Located at 422 North 3rd Street, Wausau.
Hang on tight, Wisconsin, because fun just got a lot faster. It's Fast Play from the Wisconsin Lottery, an all-new style of lotto games that combine instant wins with the progressive jackpot. Playing is easy at any lottery retailer. Just print, play, and know if you're a winner instantly. The progressive jackpot starts at $10,000 and grows with each ticket sold. The share of the jackpot increases with the price of the ticket. Fast Play is available now, only at Wisconsin lottery retailers.
This time it's giveaway apart. What a grab by Serena Timmer. In contact. Left side. Diving effort. What a catch.
The winning run in the Honeybees.
Walks it off the fence and over the fence. That's going to be a home run for Shayna Mistral.
The Northwoods League is giving you the opportunity to play NWL Lucky 7 and win daily cash prizes. It's available to U.S. residents 18 and older and invites fans to compete by making predictions on game outcomes, player performances, and other proposition picks across Northwoods League baseball and softball games. Daily prizes include $250 for first place. Find out more at northwoodsleague.com by clicking on the Gaming tab.
We're back to the action, and that's going to be a single up into center field by one of the best players on this Steam team, Avery Makarevich. We spotlighted her pregame, and she's already got things going strong.
Yeah, all the reasons in the world to spotlight her, and she is a single hitter. 32 of those, or actually 28 of those last year for the Steam in 38 games. You're going to see a lot of that from her again this season. Led the Steam in batting average last year, Spencer, and when you play that well, you want to come back and play for the team again. And both of the returners on these two teams are setting the tone early.
Makarevich is also a threat on the base pass, as that one is softly grounded over to first, and the tag can't be made. That was Fitzgerald over at first, who charged it down the line and tried to swat the runner as she ran to first, but just couldn't get her. Steam with 2 on and no outs here in the top of the second. That will bring up the next hitter, Callie Janik. Another returner for the Steam team, as that's grounded back to Savageau. She can't make the play, and that will load the bases with no outs. So the Steam responding strong after a big bottom of the first from Wausau.
You know, something I'll just comment off the bat is the pace of play. I mean, out of nowhere in the space of about a minute and a half, Crosse has 3 nice base hits to load the bases with nobody out, and it feels like the momentum of the game has completely flipped in no time.
Breakneck speeds here at Athletic Park, as that one's rifled in for strike 1. Savageau finding the strike zone again against Abby Stigler. The junior comes into this one all MIAC honors in 2025, as that one goes just a little into the turf in front of Johnson behind home plate. She'll have a great chance to bring home runs here with no outs. Savageau with the 1-1. Stigler grounds that down the third base line, but it rolls foul.
Wausau's brought their infield in here, Spencer, and so it's a bang-bang play, and the reaction time is next to none in a situation like this. But if the ball's hit to you in the infield and you can make a reaction play on it, very good chance at 2.
An out at any base for Wausau. They need one as that's shot down the third base line, just barely foul. Going in between a few bodies down there. Third base umpire Bobby Martinez didn't move all that much. 1-2 count. Savageau in a pinch right here. That one's outside, but just barely swung on and hit down the first base line, foul ball.
Spencer, this is the approach of a great hitter, just not giving up on 2 strikes. Not only is she fouling ones off to the left, she's fouling them off to the right. If she straightens one out, she's got a really good chance to get Crosse its first runs of the season.
Savageau looking for her first K of the year. That one's just a little high. Makes it a 2-2 count. Stigler doing great work at the plate, though. Really putting the pressure on Wausau after they felt they had a pretty great bottom of the first. Stigler swings. Grounder over to short. The throw to home is wide, but the foot was on plate. And Mia Johnson just barely helps to get the first out of the inning.
Well, how about Mia Johnson leading by example with her bat and with her glove? This time, that's not an easy play to make. You've got to be fully extended, keep your toe on the base, and that's exactly what Mia Johnson does. Now, a double play ends the inning.
The second baseman, Ashley Burt, watches that one roll over to Savageau. She'll just throw to home plate for another out, so the Steam keep the bases loaded, but Wausau gets their second out. Protecting home plate, Matt. This Wausau field already working pretty well. The communication seems to be there. A very talkative bunch in practice. Not only in scenarios like this, but just outside, chilling, joking with each other. It's a great energy that Jasmine Estrada is already building with this Wausau squad.
And I think a moment like this, if you can get out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam early in your season, that just builds your confidence and connection, Spencer.
Absolutely. Burt will try and ruin that connection. Swings on that one, fouls it away. 0-2 count. Savageau already up to 20 pitches on the evening. He's let up 3 hits, but a run has not come to Crosse yet. The 0-2 count from Savageau is in low and away. First ball. Ashley Burt comes into La Crosse from Florida Southwestern State. Played at Union Grove High School. 2-time Offensive Player of the Year. She knows a thing or two about driving home runs. Swings on that one straight to the first baseman, Fitzgerald, and Wausau uses that communication to get out of the jam. We'll go to the bottom of the second here on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
With the Ghost in your hands, the possibilities are unlimited. It's gotta be the Ghost.
La Crosse Regional Airport makes flying from home easy. In fact, ticket prices are more competitive with larger airports than you may think. Plus, you can skip the long drive, enjoy low-cost, hassle-free parking. You'll spend less time in security lines and more time relaxing before your flight. You claim your baggage quickly, And when you're home, you're home. Consider the true cost of travel and fly LSC. La Crosse Regional Airport. Flying can be easy.
Stay connected with the premier summer collegiate softball and baseball league at northwoodsleague.com. Support the Northwoods League Foundation with a purchase from our online store. Get the latest news and stats, or join over 1 million fans at the ballpark. Just select your favorite team, find the game you want to see, then hand pick your tickets and print your tickets at home. For tickets 24 hours a day, visit northwoodsleague.com, your home for the Northwoods League.
I'm so glad you and Jack are home. His birthday was supposed to be today, right, Mom?
That's right.
He wanted to meet me 8 weeks early.
He sure gave us a scare, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's so perfect. It's just you and me, Jack. Can I take him to show and tell?
We'll see.
Welcome back to Athletic Park, where the Northwoods League is proud to partner with the authentic Stadium Mustard this season. For over 50 years, Stadium Mustard has been offered at stadiums, ballparks, and arenas coast to coast. And the Wausau Ignite are proud to be serving Stadium Mustard here at Athletic Park. Loved by millions, Stadium Mustard. Welcome back in to the first game of the 2025 Northwoods League softball season. Wausau leads this one in their first ever game 3-0 over the La Crosse Steam. The field was able to get out of a tight jam in the top of the second that saw the bases loaded, all 3 of the outs that they earned. That one is swung on and grounded over to third, and the ball is out of the mitt. And that will leave Reagan Proud safe at first. Good work by her running through that tag attempt and jarring the ball loose to get a runner on base to start the inning.
Well, if you've watched any Northwoods League baseball, softball works the same way, in which these fields, again, they've only played with each other for a couple of days. Sometimes plays like that are going to happen early in a season, Spencer, and those should be cleaned up as the season goes along. But already Wausau's field has helped them a little more than La Crosse. That's why they lead right now 3-0.
The field is feeling it. The bats are too, as Reagan Proud is convinced not to go over to second by Makarevich. Maury with a 1-1 count to the designated player, Hannah Trzynski. That one's popped up high and away over to the patio here down the first base line. Those softballs can be returned for free ice cream, Matt, so you better get your running shoes on if you want to get a sweet treat during this game.
I don't necessarily want one to come up into the press box, but if it does, I might be able to make a catch on it.
Trzynski takes that one high and inside for ball 2. 2-2 count to her now, still no outs. Wausau's had a good eye in this one. Not a ton of swing and misses. They've been getting some good contact. Maury with the 2-2. Trzynski grounds that for a base hit into center field. Wausau's been attacking the middle of that infield so far today, and they've got 2 runners on in the bottom of the second now. Kaylee Kinsinger will come up, the speedy center fielder, a left-handed bat. Watched her in batting practice. She gets that head start on every swing, so we'll see that here on this first pitch. Maury with the windup as Kinsinger watches that going for strike 1.
Steam putting their field in motion again. You got the corners and Dietz and Crosse both charging in every single time Maury throws a pitch to Kinsinger.
That one's just a bit outside. Maury disappointed that didn't clip the edge of the strike zone. 1-1 count to her now. Kinsinger, the freshman out of Dodge City Community College, had herself a year, a .413 average in her 36 games played. She was able to get on base a ton as that one's tipped just foul. Makarevich maybe hit a little bit on that one. She walks it off. Home plate umpire doing a nice thing, giving her some time. That's Dallas Apfelbacker. 1-2 count to Kinsinger.
Spencer, I'm interested to see if Kinsinger's approach and her swing changes on 2 strikes.
She swings on that one for strike 3. So Maury will get her first K here at Athletic Park. Already up to 27 pitches. She catches Kinsinger running and swinging.
Now batting the shortstop, Megan McGinnis.
We're back to the top of the order. Megan McGinnis got that single, turned it into 2 bases on the error over to first. Getting that first hit in Ignite history. She'll come back for her second at bat. One 0 count to McGinnis. Maury the pitch. Outside for ball 2. Megan McGinnis coming from St. Mary's University. She was a sophomore this past spring. Batted .399 as that one's fouled away to the avail of the crowd there. They're loving it today. This is such a great atmosphere. They're having tons of fun. The Ignite and the Steam putting on a show early on in this one.
Yeah, they've got the crowd engaged with a lot of fast-paced, high offense softball early.
That one swung on straight to the third baseman, thrown over to second for the double play. That ends the inning. Wausau strands 2, and we'll go to the top of the third here on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
The Northwoods League has joined Sparkit in reimagining the future of gaming. The Northwoods League Lucky 7 combines the thrill of live baseball and softball with strategic handicapping, allowing fans to compete for $500 in daily prizes. The Sparkit platform enhances the fan experience with leaderboards and real-time updates. Compete with other fans and win cash prizes up to $250 every day. Fans 18 years of age and older can start today by clicking the gaming tab at northwoodsleague.com.
Miss out on any of the great food at Athletic Park. For tickets, call 715-845-5055.
You've heard the expression, the more things change, the more they stay the same. For over 160 years, State Bank Financial has witnessed the truth in that expression. While lifestyle, technology, and knowledge have changed, State Bank Financial's commitment to provide support and solutions for families and businesses has never changed. It's the lessons learned over those 160 years that point to a future of continued strength, reliability, and community focus. State Bank Financial. Open, expand, thrive.
Tonight's inaugural Wausau Ignite softball game is brought to you in part by The Grind, the official coffee of the Northwoods League. Look for The Grind in select ballpark, team stores, and online under the shop menu on team websites. A portion of the proceeds for each bag sold will go to benefit the Northwoods League Foundation.
Back to the top of the order for La Crosse. Here to start the third, Ashley Shantos. Hit by a pitch to start off the game. She'll get her second plate appearance as that one's grounded over to first. It'll stay fair off the mitt. Shantos will push for 2. The throw to second is not in time. That was off the glove of Fitzgerald over there at first. The Steam starting off hot in the third.
Yeah, first extra base hit of the season for the Steam. Listen, Reagan Proud plays a huge part in this play here. She hustles over into the corner and gets it. That could have easily been a triple for the leadoff hitter for the Steam.
Savageau pitches it in. That's shot over to the second baseman, Hoffer, for the first out. She'll look over to second to see if she can get the double play, but coming back just in time was Santos.
Gotta love Brooklyn Hoffer. I love the face mask that she's used. She also got that face paint on today. She is dressed for the occasion for the Ignite.
Softball has great face paint culture. I think every player out there has some great face paint. When they go out there, it's like going to war. It's like dressing up to go and battle with your team. It's such a great part of the game. It adds such a fun atmosphere. As that first one is fouled away, 0-1 count with one out. That brings up Grace Crosse. That one's inside the strike zone for strike 2. Now Crosse finding herself down 0-2. Crosse played at Coach Jazz Estrada's alma mater, St. Cloud State. That one's outside for ball 1. Coach Estrada left that institution with the career lead in RBI, home runs, and extra base hits. Grace Crosse coming over from St. Cloud. Only played in 4 games with them this season. That one skips to home. Johnson's able to block it and pick it up to keep the runner at second. 2-2 count. The pitch from Savageau. Swung on. Center field going back and not being able to make the play is Kinsinger. That's a sliding double and the first run of the season for La Crosse. It's 3-1. Wausau still on top.
The fact that Kaylee Kinsinger was even close to making a catch out there in the deepest part of the field is impressive enough. That is inside low part of the zone, and she crushes it there. Crosse makes it simple by sliding in with the double, and Santos scores easily. Very well manufactured by La Crosse.
That one swung on and dribbled down the third base line. I think the best part about that at bat from Crosse was that she battled back down 0-2, was able to take 2 balls, wait for her pitch, and then she crushed it out to center field. Seen a little bit of that La Crosse power early on in this one. Now up to the plate is Avery Makarevich. Sees that one skip inside for ball 1, 1-1 count now. Makarevich was able to single. She'll look to bring home a runner here and shrink that Wausau lead. Savageau's pitch just a little high and outside, ball 2.
Listen, we know the power that Makarevich has, and if you're Wausau, you don't want to make a mistake here on this batter, and so all of a sudden the game is tied on one swing.
Top 5 in home runs in the Northwoods League last year. She swings on that one, pops it high and away, foul ball.
There's some free ice cream. Bring that small ball back to an usher. You can have yourself some free ice cream here tonight.
A great catcher matchup here today. Makarevich behind the dish. Johnson as well. We've seen Johnson strike and also make a few fun defensive plays. Makarevich able to get on base as we're having a little meeting over down the first base line. That's Tyler Daffron. Now we'll have a full official visit.
If anything, this umpire conference gives the opportunity for the Ignite and their infield just to reset, get together, motivate each other. And the umpire is making a signal towards the pitching mound. And Spencer, I'm not exactly sure what this is. It looks like we have a couple of representatives from Wausau. We're going to take a look at this mound, and Umpire giving an explanation to the hitter, Makarevich. You know what? Through this slight delay, again, it's a good reset. You've got one of La Crosse's best hitters on 2 strikes here, and a real opportunity to pick up your first Northwoods League strikeout. Reset. This has been an interesting inning. You never know what could happen.
Absolutely, Matt. As they seem to inch the circle back just a little bit. Just a reminder, this is Athletic Park, the same park that the Wausau Woodchucks play at, and so there's a big renovation that has to go on between games. As you can see in the outfield, those fences are put in the morning of each Wausau Ignite game. That circle is painted onto the field, but the rubber right there is removable, as they seem to just play with the feng shui of the stadium, as you may say. Looks to be rearranged. And I think that's a return to play now. The Steam making their own fun as they wait on this little intermission, I should say. A lot of dancing going on in the dugout. Both of these squads really high energy, bring a lot of the fun to the ballpark. Let's resume play. 2-2 count to Makarevich. Savageau skips that one in. She's been low a few times this inning, and that makes for a full count.
And this start for Savageau, this might be one of the most important pitches she throws. Be really fun if she could get a strikeout.
Savageau, the windup, is high and outside. Puts another runner on, still 1 out. Wausau's defense was able to bail them out in the second. In the third, they may have to do just that again. Skylar Dietz comes back to the plate. She singled earlier on in this one. Savageau with 2 runners on. Delivers as a bunt attempt is made. That goes under the legs of Johnson, and that'll move the runners up a base. So now 2 runners in scoring position. Wausau feeling that heat from the Steam yet again. One-0 count to Dietz, the outfielder from Fort Lewis College in Durango, Colorado, as that's a great play made at first by Fitzgerald. But that will force home a run and move a runner up to third. It's 2-3. The Steam threatening to tie this one with 2 outs in the third.
I love that play from Molly Fitzgerald. No need to put your foot on the base whenever you could just tap the glove and put it on first base to get the out anyways. Nice diving reaction to her left as well.
Savageau delivers that one. That's popped down the first base line. That'll just go over the netting and bounce into the patio area to make it a 1-1 count. Callie Jenick is up to the plate. She also singled in that second inning where La Crosse threatened. Savageau, the 0-1 count, delivers. That's popped into right field. That'll go foul and over the netting again.
I love the intent that Wausau is making with every single ball that's put in play. They are hustling to anything. I mean, you see Molly Fitzgerald and Reagan Proud over there on the right side of the field hustling for balls that were well fouled. That sort of hustle builds a culture. I love that.
1-2 count to Janik now. Janik comes over from Mount Mercy. With the Mustangs, she has a .367 career batting average. She comes back to La Crosse after a great season last year. She swings on that one. That'll roll just foul down the third base line. And we'll reset.
La Crosse in this inning has been really good with 2 strikes. Let's see if Janik can continue that trend or Savageau gets her first strikeout.
Savageau, the 1-2. Just tipped and off the face mask of Johnson. So Janik stays alive. We've seen a couple of great at-bats from the Steam, staying alive through pitchers' counts, and they've made the Ignite pay. We saw it before. Crosse battled her way back down to get that RBI double. Or to just get that double. That's just a little inside, ball 2. The 2-2 with 2 outs. Savageau rocks, delivers. That's swung on. High and over to the center fielder, Kinsinger, for the 3rd out of the inning. So Wausau lets up 2. The Steam's offense is rolling now, and we've got ourselves a ball game. Let's go to the bottom of the 3rd here on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
The Mint Cafe is Woody's favorite spot. They have the best food in town, like their scrumptious pies, delicious burgers, and sandwiches, plus Woody's go-to milkshake. The Mint Cafe, good food, good friends. Located at 422 North 3rd Street, Wausau.
The Northwoods League Foundation is enriching the quality of life for families with an enduring and caring focus on the communities it serves. Through direct donations and proceeds from the Northwoods League online store, the Northwoods League Foundation is harnessing a unique passion for summer collegiate baseball and softball to invest in communities so everyone benefits from the wide-ranging experience offered by the great games of baseball and softball. Visit northwoodsleague.com/foundation and share your passion for the games we love.
You have a day before you. Make it the best it can be with Holiday Inn Express and Sweets. How about breakfast to start your day? Coffee, milk, juice, hot food, cold food, brain food. Because you need it for that important meeting in our meeting space. And let's not forget about the afternoon workout to help you keep up with your goals. But your day can't be all work and no play, so you have set aside time for your family in the water and time to unwind. Make yourself a day at the Holiday Inn Express on Alaska.
Are you a baseball or softball coach? One Way Coach-to-Catcher communication is brand new to the game, and the Northwoods League has proudly partnered with the Headset app to be their preferred coach-to-catcher communication solution. Try it out with your team today using hardware you already own. Download the Headset app from your app store and try it for free for 5 days. Welcome back to sunny Wausau, Wisconsin, where we have the first game of the Northwoods League softball season between the 5th and newest team in the league, the Wausau Ignite, and the La Crosse team. Just going around on that swing was Brooklyn Hoffer. She had an RBI single earlier on in this one to put Wausau on the board in the first. She's back to the plate. She watched that one skip in for ball 2. Brooklyn Hoffer, the freshman from Concordia in Minnesota, hit .416 in 38 games played. Only struck out 16 times in 113 at-bats. Very disciplined hitter for this Ignite squad.
And Spencer, that's why she's committed to North Dakota next year.
That one swung on and had a lot of distance, but drifts foul.
And that's something that you're going to see within Northwoods League softball as well as you see it in baseball, which is these players come from Division III, Division II, maybe even junior college, and they use this summer as an experience to prepare them for a higher level. That's what Hoffer is doing.
High-level softball we saw last summer, and Hoffer does her thing and gets on base. Ignite with a runner to work with.
Now batting the third baseman, Riley Schwiso.
Riley Schwiso comes back. She flew out in the top of the first. First pitch from Maury is just outside for ball one. She watched that one go outside for ball two. Wausau's shown a little bit of threat on the base paths. They've had to go back to first, but lots of speed, lots of energy on this team. It's definitely something to expect down the line. That one swung on and goes straight into the turf for strike one, 2-1.
And I think what you learn is early in the season when there's a couple of miscommunications, especially in the field, stealing bases is something you want to do often and something that could help you push across runs in interesting scenarios.
Swung on, crush into left field, that lands. Rounding second and going for third, sliding down, and she's safe. Hoffer gets to third. Schwiso hits that doubles dance that they were working on when they were at the Woodchucks game just the other day. I was talking in an interview with some players. That's an owl, as we saw right there. They'll clasp those thumbs together, flap the wings for that double.
I love the swings that the middle of the order, or the heart of the order for Wausau is using right now. It's not going to get any easier here for Maury as Mia Johnson steps forward.
Johnson swings on it. Tons of power. That'll go over the chain link fence in right field for a foul ball. She absolutely whacked one dead center for the first runs of this Wausau Ignite season. She watches that one go high for ball one. This already is such a threat for this Ignite team. Early in this season, usually you don't know too much about the players across from the plate, but the Steam know that they've got to pitch around a player like this. That one's grounded to third. The play over to home is in time, so runners on the corners now with 2 outs. Wausau sits. The fielder's choice goes to home, and Hoffer is out.
I love that aggressive base running, though, from the Ignite. They could have held Hoffer there at third, but they said, no, go home, try to score the run. While it didn't work out that time, that kind of aggressive base running is going to get you runs in important spots this season.
Molly Fitzgerald comes to the plate as that one almost gets behind Makarevich. Maury's worked well in this inning. She's been put in some tough spots early on in this one, but now she's got runners on the corners. She'll be pitching to another powerful hitter in Fitzgerald. That one's popped and lands in center field. She'll drive home the runner. Wausau extending their lead yet again. They're up 4-2.
Molly Fitzgerald sending one into right center. Just enough height on the ball to get over the second baseman. And that's the thing that we're starting to learn with this Wausau Ignite team. 1 through 9, everybody for Wausau can hit. That is a method to offensive success.
Swung on and just a little too early. That'll go down the foul line and into the netting. 0-1 count to Marnaka. She grounded out in her first plate appearance. Yet another very talented batter, though. You're right, 1 through 9. This Ignite roster is very well built. Jasmine Estrada's had 6 months to work with. She's had hundreds of conversations trying to get signees, and she's built this team from the ground up, which is a very interesting opportunity for such a young head coach. And she's looking at her team now with a 4-2 lead in the first ever game in franchise history. Maury with some work to do still. Puts that over the plate, foul ball.
I think the best thing about Jasmine Estrada is, first of all, she knows what it's like to win and be incredibly successful. I mean, when you have the kind of success that she had at St. Cloud State with all of the home runs that she hit, the RBIs that she drove in, that's something that players for the Ignite will want to learn from.
Marnaka tips that foul. But you're right, and she is a lead by example type of coach, and she's a very competitive coach, as I've talked with her a little bit about. She took batting practice in the team's first ever practice, hitting nukes too. She said she hadn't hit in over a year, and yet she was still getting some great air under it. That one's just a little too high. Ball 2, 2-2 count now.
And I think whenever you see a coach like that hit batting practice, you say, okay, she knows a thing or two. I'm going to take advice from her as I go along. And, hey, Mia Johnson, in that first inning with that 2-run home run, she was definitely following in the footsteps of Estrada.
A great power-hitting coach. Marnaka gets a hold of that one. That goes foul. She's worked her way back into this count. It's full at 3-2 with 1 out. I talked with her in batting practice. She wants to work on her plate approach. She knows that she's a great hitter. She knows that she can field well. She's got enough speed, but she wants to be able to draw walks and wait for her pitch. Marnaka just tips that foul, and we'll reset again, but she's fought in this at-bat.
Strikeouts have been hard to come by for these two pitchers today. I mean, not just for Maury for La Crosse, but also Savageau for Wausau. These hitters on 2 strikes, very impressive, and that's what's gotten the offense going.
Maury delivers to Marnaka. That's popped up yet again and outside the stadium. If you want free ice cream today, you've got to fight for it. It's not just going to come straight to you.
Well, there's a lot of ice cream coming out, Spencer, because of how many foul balls we've had early on. Only 1 strikeout between these two teams combined today.
Full count. Marnaka swings. That's scooped up. Double play opportunity. Not in time. But a wonderful snag from Stigler over at short. Mia Johnson moves over to third, and with 2 outs, the Ignite still with an opportunity to strike.
That is a run-saving scoop by Abby Stigler over there at short. That is not an easy play. She can't block the ball with her body, so it's just catching it on a quick hop and tossing to second. They almost turned 2 there, Spencer.
Ooh. Makarevich threatens a throw over to first. She's had a busy evening keeping runners on first for the Ignite. We're in the last 3 of this order. Reagan Proud, the right fielder, comes up. She's had a busy day in the field as well. That's swung on, popped up down the foul line. A play just out of the reach of Larson. Reagan will take that 1-1 count here with 2 outs from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Batted .204 this spring and 28 games played. She's another player coming to Wausau to try and improve those skills and hone them for next year. She swings just under that high fastball for strike 2.
When Rachel Maury has gotten that rise ball going, that's when she's been successful. Here's the challenge with the rise ball. If the hitters catch it in the right spot, it's going a long way.
Proud just barely clips that off her bat. Makarevich, I think, caught that one yet again. She's had a tough night. She will walk another circle to walk that off.
And there's another conference here on the mound, Spencer. And obviously you hope, first of all, that Makarevich is okay. In addition to that, though, you're hoping that there's not another issue with the mound. We saw that earlier in this game. It looks like this time a much quicker conference than the first one, where 2 or 3 minute delay to fix that mound.
The circle was a problem earlier on in this one, but we'll return to play now. 1-2 count to Reagan Proud with 2 outs. She's got runners on the corners. An opportunity for the Steam to get out of this one. That's just a little high. Makarevich threatens a throw over to first again. 2-2 count. Just a little outside again, and Proud has worked her way into a full count. Maury's had a day already in the circle. She's up to 62 pitches and looking to make it just one more for the inning. That skips low, and she'll walk the batter to load the bases. So the Ignite will have a chance to bring home multiple runs, and Hannah Trzynski is the one looking to make it happen.
Now batting the designated player, number 11,
And
Hannah
Makarevich is going to take this time to go and talk to her pitcher here, Maury. This is a crucial batter. I mean, you're bottom of the third. Almost immediately, you're halfway through this game. If you're Trzynski, though, you don't want to do too much here. Not looking to hit a grand slam on one pitch. I think Maury's going to try to do everything to make sure that doesn't happen, right? But if you put it in play, you put it into the outfield, make it a tough play on the infielder at any base, you got an opportunity to drive in a run or two here. Give yourself some cushion.
She takes that one over the middle of the plate for strike one. Hannah Trzynski, the two-way player from University of Minnesota at Crookston, did most of her play time at the plate this year with a 3.27 average. Watches that one go a little low. Talked with her in batting practice. She's very excited to work on both sides of her game. She loves to swing the bat. She also loves to be in that circle. She knows that Wausau is a place where she can get ample opportunity with both. High and outside from Maury for ball two. Trzynski, with the bases loaded, swings and pops it up to right field. Running over to make the play, and not in time was Larson. A big dive from her. What a great effort from the Steam to try and end the inning. But Wausau survives for at least one more pitch.
Yeah, that's a tight one there. I think Trzynski gets a second chance, if you will. I mean, that is just enough foul where nobody could get it. Not the right fielder Larson, not the first baseman Dietz. See if she could straighten it out.
The 2-2 to Trzynski is fouled back and into the netting. Another great plate appearance here early on in this game. Still the bottom of the third. The score 4-2. Wausau jumped on top with a moon ball from Mia Johnson in the first. And the Steam responded in the third. Trzynski watches that just go outside. Makarevich tried to frame that. Did a good job, but didn't get the call.
That's a heck of a take, especially on two strikes. And I think this Ignite crowd, the pressure, the moment is building.
Trzynski swings and fouls it away. Let's reset yet again with 2 outs and a full count. Maury has had her work cut out for her through 3. She's up to 70 pitches. Through 2 2/3, I should say. She's up to 70 pitches. Looking to retire the side. The windup, the pitch is high and outside, and Trzynski will get the easy RBI, and she'll walk to first to put up another run for the Ignite. 5-2, they lead in their first ever game.
Well, we've seen Wausau score with power, and now we've seen Wausau score with their smarts, with their brains. Good takes from Proud and Trzynski, both on 2 strikes. They both force walks and keep the inning going.
Kinsinger tries to bunt down the third base line. Isn't able to keep it in play, but earlier on, Matt, you talked about how even just a dribbler into the infield, just a hard play to make at any of these bases could be just what Wausau needs to bring home a run, and this may be the batter to do it. Kinsinger, a slap hitter. She knows how to get on base by any means as she hits that over to third, and an easy out is made at home to get the Steam out of the bottom of the third, but Wausau puts up 2 to match the top of the inning, and we'll go into the 4th here on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
The 1-2. Swung on, floated, shallow right. That one, another diving catch. Carly Oliver, these Nightmares are putting on a clinic.
It's an atmosphere not like you're used to in college. It's a lot less pressure. You can really just meet friends, meet people that you're going to love forever, and just soaking up the moment, enjoying the game. It has been so amazing. Everyone has been so nice and friendly, and just making friendships and finding mentors that I'm going to run to for the rest of my life for sure. It was unexpected, and it was such a big blessing.
Vloggers fans, your favorite former sports talker Dave Carney here, now part of the amazing team at Stone Distribution. Contractors, architects, developers, home builders, landscapers, we work with you on wholesale stone distribution. Businesses looking for a refresh in your facade or interior, or those looking to open with a bang, we work with you. And if you're a homeowner looking to beautify the inside or outside of your home, we work with you from start to finish. Give us a buzz or come see me at Stone Distribution on Bryce Prairie, where we build without limitations.
Introducing the Crosse AI with Red Alloy Plus, engineered with aerospace-grade alloy for ultimate durability and razor-thin precision. Generative AI technology meticulously fine-tunes every 1/8 inch of the bat, pushing the boundaries of performance. The optimized mid-load swing weight delivers speed and extends the sweet spot, all in a seamless one-piece construction designed for peak power. The RevGrip premium material offers unmatched tack and cushion. Artificial intelligence, real results.
Catch all the action of America's premier summer collegiate softball and baseball league at northwoodsleague.com. Purchase tickets to a game near you, get the latest stats on your favorite team, or watch live game coverage. Check out the selection of Northwoods League headwear, apparel, and more for the sport fan in your life. All proceeds support the Northwoods League Foundation. Visit northwoodsleague.com, your home for the Northwoods League.
The Northwoods League is giving you the opportunity to play NWL Lucky 7 and win daily cash prizes. It's available to U.S. residents 18 and older and invites fans to compete by making predictions on game outcomes, player performances, and other proposition picks across all Northwoods League baseball and softball games. Daily prizes include $250 for first place. Find out more at northwoodsleague.com by clicking on the gaming tab, as Johnson isn't able to get that softly hit ball over to first in time. Stigler is able to get on base with a nice single and start the steam off right in the top of the fourth.
Yeah, as you can see, she's trying to get the steam going in the dugout, chugging them along right there. This is as good of a bunt as you could get. I mean, it's far enough away from Johnson to where the infield had to collapse on it, and they were out of position. I mean, a heck of a play right there from Abby Stigler. That's the best thing about softball, Spencer. You could play some long ball, but the small ball is where it counts.
Ashley Burt comes up to the plate with the runner on first. Swings on that one. Chance for a double play as that hits the top of the mitt and rolls into the outfield. Proud is there to scoop it up and minimize the damage, but Wausau not able to connect there for the chance. Schwiezo with a little bit of a high throw to second. And now the steam threatening to get back into this one. They put up 2 runs in their last frame. Wausau matched that, and now they sit behind 5-2 with Maddie Case up to bat. Case shows bunt. Johnson looks over to second to keep the runner there. We saw Schwiezo come up real far in order to stop that bunt attempt. Savageau with the windup. That's just fouled for strike 1 now.
Ashizo's playing that bunt all the way. I mean, it's a full commitment from her to rush the third base side, and if she does that, they're going to try to get the lead out, which means McGinnis from short has to come over to cover the third base bag.
The steam trying to make some small ball magic here as that one's far inside. Johnson is just able to scoop it up. Some great plays by the catchers, both in the field and in the batter's box. Johnson able to save a few free bases. 2-1 count. Well inside. Case is just barely able to get out of the way of that one, and now Savageau down 3-1.
I think this is a rollover effect, Spencer, of the long at-bats that Savageau faced in the second and third inning. Credit La Crosse there. They're getting their reward now.
No outs. The pitch is just outside, and they've loaded the bases yet again. No outs.
3 different ways for this team, too. Infield single, they reach a second on an error, and then Matty Case takes a walk, and now you've got the top of your order here. And unless a double play comes into effect, you've got hitters like Crosse and Makarevich who have a chance here to take some swings. That's the best thing about the Northwoods Softball League, is that no team is ever out of a game. And even though, you know, you could think from a lacrosse perspective, hey, we only got 12 outs to work with here, that's plenty enough for them to find a way back. I think this is where you hope that Mia Johnson, your star catcher, right, becomes a leader. And she's probably the one leading that conference right up there. And hopefully she gave some Savageau some good ideas as she tries to work out of another jam.
Savageau looking to attack the lefty Shantos with the bases loaded. One's high for ball 1. Those circle visits are very important for a young team like this. It's important to stay on the same page in these crucial moments where one swing could put you down. Savageau, the windup, just a little low. Johnson's able to block it. Now a hitter's count over to Shantos, 2-0. Shantos doubled in her last at-bat. Looking to get distance on this one. She swings on it. It's over to first. The play to home is in time. And Wausau yet again keeping the bases loaded, but chipping away with 1 out now.
Well, it just looks like Wausau has practiced this time and time again. They have recorded 3 outs at home so far today, all from different position players throwing it to Mia Johnson to keep runners at bay.
That's swung on, going into right field. Proud is able to adjust and make the play. The throw to home is in time, and Wausau is able to make a great play there. 2 outs, bases still loaded.
How good has Reagan Proud been today, Spencer? She got that double play for the first outs in Ignite history. She positions herself so well to take that hard hit ball from Larson and wipe it away. It's a line out and a great throw home. No chance for Ashley Burt to move on it.
Crosse pops it up down the right field line. Can Proud get there just in front of her outstretched glove?
But the way she's played in Wausau's first ever game, I mean, what catch can't she make out there in right field? She's setting the tone for some potential web gems, which you will see this year from all of the teams in the Northwoods Softball League.
The Ignite may need one to get out of this inning. Swung on. Going into right field. Proud settles under it. Just able to stretch out and get that ball to end the inning. The Steam Strand 3, and we'll go to the bottom of the 4th here on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
Buying a home is a big decision, and Ultra helped us feel confident with our purchase.
The process was so fast and easy, and we were able to sign our documents online with ease.
With Ultra, I feel right at home.
Our members tell it best. With the perfect blend of experienced lenders and local service, Ultra can get you into the home you love your way. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Stay connected and up to date with the free Northwoods League mobile app. Avoid the lines and buy tickets to any of the Northwoods League games anytime, day or night. Subscribe for free and watch games live from anywhere all season long. Get the latest news and stats on top collegiate players from across the country, or personalize it with your favorite team. Either way, we've got you covered. The Northwoods League mobile app is free and available now from the App Store and Google Play.
miss out on any of the great food at Athletic Park. For tickets, call 715-845-5055.
Before Max Scherzer, Chris Sale, or Pete Alonso ever took the field in Major League Baseball, they were taking the field as players in the Northwoods League. Every year, more than 90 Northwoods League players are drafted by Major League Baseball teams. The Northwoods League is the largest organized baseball league in the world. The major leaguers of tomorrow are playing baseball in the Northwoods League today. Get your tickets and gear online, then visit a Northwoods League ballpark near you.
Welcome back into a crowded and rowdy athletic park for the first game of the Northwoods League softball season. Wausau leads it 5-2 as we go into the bottom of the fourth. That pitch is from new pitcher Madison Schultz for the lacrosse team. She'll relieve Maury after 3 innings pitched. Maury went up high in that pitch count as that one's hit over to the first baseman. And the play is made. Heads up play by Dietz for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, a little wry smile from Skylar Dietz there. That was almost a changeup hit to her. It felt like there was a lot of speed on that ball off the bat, and suddenly it died in the middle of the air. So she adjusted really well, made a great catch.
That one just clips the inside corner for strike one. Schultz having a great start to this inning as she tries to keep her squad in it. Oh, and gets a nice swing and miss right there. Brooklyn Hoffer tried to cut on that one just under it. She walked in her last plate appearance. Also has that RBI single from the first inning. Backs out of the way of that pitch. Takes it for 1-2. Madison Schultz from Viterbo.
I think it's Viterbo.
Viterbo.
There you go. A little twang to it.
The righty delivers just a little high. 2-2 count now. Freshman year this year, she pitched 39 innings. Had 5 strikeouts a game. So she looks for that swing and miss, and she gets it right there for strike 3, or maybe it was just tipped foul. Makarevich thought it was strike 3, but Hoffer will get another hack at it. Schultz delivers, and that swung on just a little early. That bounces over into the bleachers in left field as we see a young fan go and race over to get some free ice cream. Hoffer still at 2-2. Hoffer just off the tip of her bat, and another diving play made by Dietz for the second out of the bottom of the fourth.
Similar play for Dietz right there, and take a bow, if you will. I mean, that one was tougher to make than the first out, but almost a little bit of muscle memory right there. Hoffer waited on the pitch, only got a piece, and Dietz was right there.
Schwiezo watches that one go just a little too far inside for ball 1. Schwiezo is able to double in her last plate appearance. She comes back with 2 outs. Backs out of the way of that one yet again for ball 2. Schultz the wind up, and she's still inside. She's down big 3-0.
Tell you what, though, in this situation, though, Spencer, as a pitcher, I mean, you're in a 2-out bases empty situation. A walk doesn't hurt you. You just don't want to face Mia Johnson.
Rifles that in for strike 1. Yeah, I think that has to be the game plan if you're the Steam. You don't want to let up a run with 2 outs here. Schwiezo with a 3-1 count, and she'll jog over to first, and the Steam are going to have to face Johnson, as she actually had her catcher's gear on. She thought that would be the end of the inning, and she's going to need some help from her new teammates to make her plate appearance.
Yeah, well done, Kaylee Kinzinger, the 9-hole hitter, for racing out there, being a great teammate, helping Mia get her catcher's gear off. And you want to do that, right? I mean, Johnson has already scored twice. She hit that 2-run home run. She'll be a dangerous hitter every time.
Swings on that one. Tips it in the catcher's mitt for strike one. Mia Johnson scored the last time she was up. She got on base with that fielder's choice and then rounded the bases to score for the Ignite. Watch that one go low and inside for ball one. She could do some damage here with the runner on, 2 outs.
Well, and you could tell from this crowd, every time they see number 7 come up to the plate already this season, it's sort of a different feel, a different atmosphere, because they know what she can do.
Johnson shoots one down the third base line, just rolls foul. She now has a 1-2 count to work back out of. So we'll have a few players reset. Johnson takes a few swings. Makarevich tightens the straps on her catcher's gear, and we'll get back to the 1-2 count. Schultz has looked good in this relief appearance. Can she get out of the inning? Yes, she can. Strikes out Johnson on a good hack, and the Steam will go into the top of the 5th with some work to do. Keep it locked here on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Oh, good to have you back on your game.
Yeah, well, you know, I only got cancer so that you can tell people that, you know, you shaved your head for solidarity and not because you're going bald.
Right. And I got a minivan to make your little moped look cool.
Okay. Well, couldn't have gotten through without you.
Love you, bro. I'm glad you're sticking around.
Oh, that means so much coming from Mom and Dad's second favorite.
Whatever.
Stay connected with America's premier summer collegiate softball and baseball leagues at northwoodsleague.com. Purchase tickets to a game near you. Gear up and support the Northwoods League Foundation with every purchase from our online store. Watch live coverage of your favorite team or get the latest news and stats from across the league. There is nothing like a summer in the woods. Visit northwoodsleague.com, your home for the Northwoods League.
With Ultra's mobile app, ATM networking, and shared branching, I can take Ultra with me wherever I go.
Ultra's mobile app has so many features to help us manage our money.
Our members tell it best. Ultra's mobile and online banking makes it easier than ever to access your money anytime, anywhere. Deposit checks, send money, pay bills, and so much more. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
My host families, who I still stay in touch with to this day. Had a great time there. Enjoyed my time playing with the Mashers. Definitely different than I could have ever expected, but definitely enjoyed the time here.
Honestly, one of the best summers I've ever had. I got to stay with a great host family that I still see a couple times a year now, and honestly, it was the perfect introduction into professional baseball.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by The Grind, the official coffee of the Northwoods League. Look for The Grind in select ballpark team stores and online under the shop menu on team websites. A portion of the proceeds for each bag sold will go to benefit the Northwoods League Foundation. Marin Savageau comes back out to start the 5th. There were a few arms warming up in the bullpen for the Ignite. Now just one. Riley Stiles sits out there in preparation for when Savageau calls it a night. She's up to 4 innings pitched with 59 pitches on the night. Has let up 6 hits so far. Makarevich swings on that one over to third, and the play is easily made for the first out of the inning.
I mean, you can already see right there with the team meeting at the mound as they do after every single out. You could see the fun, you could see the laughter, you could see the connection already And I love the encouragement from all of Schwezo's teammates after that play.
One's chopped on. That'll go foul into the Ignite dugout, or maybe just a little out. The Ignite team, they've got good vibes, Matt. And that's a tough thing to say about a team who's so new on the scene, not only in the league, but literally in town. Some of these players haven't even been here a week. Some of these players haven't even been in the state for a week. So the Ignite having this much of a connection is great, as that one's rolled down the first base line, and Savageau is able to shovel it over to first for the second out.
You know who else just feels connected and engaged from the jump is the fans. I mean, what a great atmosphere tonight. I mean, we up here in Wausau, no one really knew how this was going to turn out until the first pitch, but this set of fans that have come out here to support the Ignite feels like they've been supporting them for years with the way that they've interacted with the game. I think that's what's so cool. We talked about it earlier, Spencer. Softball's on the rise in America. What happened in the Women's College World Series this past year with Texas Tech and Texas represents that.
And Matt, I think the most important part about it is all of these young fans out here. They get to see this rising sport rise in more than likely their hometown or around their home. They can come out here all summer and support these teams in the Northwoods League as they have their favorite players, have their favorite moments. They'll remember this as strike 2 is rifled in. Savageau having a good night trying to get out of this 5th inning, but the most important part is about building the game of softball, and tonight feels like it's a building block. Savageau delivers outside and high for ball 2. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Wausau looking to have a nice clean inning of their own to get back to their bats. Savageau, the delivery, swung on into right field. Proud, can't quite track it. That'll bounce off the wall. The throw to second will not be in time, and a 2-out double is rifled into the outfield by Janik.
Reagan Proud's been able to make a lot of plays here tonight, but Janik hits that one so hard that before Proud even realized it, it was over her head. This pitch is on the outside corner, so what does Janik do? Take it to right field, but Proud right there to make sure that she can limit her to a 2-out double.
The Steam have stuck around throughout this game. That's going to be popped up. Ranging over to make the catch and secure it in the glove was Hoffer, and we'll go to the bottom of the 5th now on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
With the Ghost in your hands, the possibilities are unlimited. It's gotta be the Ghost.
La Crosse Regional Airport makes flying from home easy. In fact, ticket prices are more competitive with larger airports than you may think. Plus, you can skip the long drive, enjoy low-cost, hassle-free parking. You'll spend less time in security lines and more time relaxing before your flight. You claim your baggage quickly, and when you're home, you're home. Consider the true cost of travel and fly LSE. La Crosse Regional Airport. Flying can be easy.
Stay connected with the Premier Summer Collegiate Softball and Baseball League at northwoodsleague.com. Support the Northwoods League Foundation with a purchase from our online store. Get the latest news and stats, or join over 1 million fans at the ballpark. Just select your favorite team, find the game you want to see, then hand pick your tickets and print your tickets at home. For tickets 24 hours a day, visit northwoodsleague.com, your home for the Northwoods League.
I'm so glad you and Jack are home. His birthday was supposed to be today, right, Mom?
That's right.
He wanted to meet me 8 weeks early.
He sure gave us a scare, didn't he?
Yeah, but he's so perfect. It's just you and me, Jack Jack. Can I take him to show and tell?
We'll see.
Fitzgerald, Marnaka, and Proud are due up here in the bottom of the 5th. They'll take a crack at Schultz, who entered the circle and calmed things down for the Steam Field. 18 pitches she got through the inning. Only a walk, and she was able to get past the powerful batter, Mia Johnson. Up to bat first, Molly Fitzgerald had an RBI single in her last at-bat. Swings on that and puts it into play for a base hit.
Well, are you a baseball or softball coach? One-way coach-to-catcher communication is brand new to the game, and the Northwoods League has proudly partnered with the Headset app to be their preferred coach-to-catcher communication solution. Try it out with your team today using hardware you already own. Download the Headset app from your app store and try it free for 5 days.
Fitzgerald's on base, and she'll watch her left fielder, Quinn Marnaka, look to move her up the base path. She was safe at first in her last at-bat. 1-0 count to her as Schultz delivers. That's popped into the infield, and ranging over to go get it was Stigler for the first out.
The right fielder, Reagan Proud.
You know, I think with this being Wausau's opening game in 2025 and their first ever game in franchise history, I think a massive credit has to go out, not just to Jazz Estrada for how she's built this team to put Wausau in position to win tonight, but also to new softball GM Brianne Barta. What a job she has done here in the short amount of time that she has had the team under her stewardship. That is, for Barta, that is just an add-on job for the many things she does at Athletic Park. And she welcomed every single player from Wausau in with open arms. It was really cool, Spencer, to see that and to see her excitement, to see the community's excitement for today's game.
It's such a unique opportunity to build a franchise from the ground up. And there's a lot of moving pieces to it. It's a difficult thing to do. It's a young league as Proud pops that up, and the play will be made by Burt for the second out of the inning. Fitzgerald stays at first.
You know what else Wausau, the organization, and Brianne Barta did such a good job of was picking a great name that encapsulated this team and this community, the Ignite. How cool of a name for a Northwoods League softball team, Spencer. And they spent a ton of time figuring out that name. Tons of rounds of names and ideas were thrown around. Then they got one they liked. Spencer, I think it was a great choice.
The Ignite, the newest team in the Northwoods League, in Northwoods League softball. Not only the name, but gotta love that owl that's used on all the branding. The wing shows how they're looking to soar through the standings as that's a soft dribbler over to first, and that will end the inning. We'll take it back to the Steam order in just a bit here on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
The Northwoods League has joined Sparkit in reimagining the future of gaming. The Northwoods League Lucky 7 combines the thrill of live baseball and softball with strategic handicapping, allowing fans to compete for $500 in daily prizes. The Sparkit platform enhances the fan experience with leaderboards and real-time updates. Compete with other fans and win cash prizes up to $250 every day. Fans 18 years of age and older can start today by clicking the gaming tab at northwoodsleague.com.
miss out on any of the great food at Athletic Park. For tickets, call 715-845-5055.
You've heard the expression, the more things change, the more they stay the same. For over 160 years, State Bank Financial has witnessed the truth in that expression. While lifestyle, technology, and knowledge have changed, State Bank Financial's commitment to provide support and solutions for families and businesses has never changed. It's the lessons learned over those 160 years that point to a future of continued strength, reliability, and community focus. State Bank Financial. Open, expand, thrive.
The Northwoods League is proud to partner with The Authentic Stadium Mustard this season. For over 50 years, Stadium Mustard has been offered at stadiums, ballparks, and arenas coast to coast. And the Wausau Ignite are proud to be serving Stadium Mustard here at Athletic Park. Loved by millions, Stadium Mustard.
That one's fouled into the net for the first strike. Sam Vandeveld pinch hitting here to start off the top of the sixth. Vandeveld coming over from Bryant and Stratton College in Wisconsin. She'll look to add some juice to this steam offense. Swings on that one, and she gets it down for a base hit in the right field, and the throw is a little wide, but Johnson is able to scoop it up and minimize the damage on that one. Vandeveld gives the choo-choo sign over the dugout. She gets things started.
Well, how about Reagan Proud pushing the envelope out there in right field? That looked to be an easy base hit, but Proud just checking on the runner, trying to maybe get a 9-3 force out at first. She was almost successful. Now another pinch hitter in Porter.
The Steam use a lefty here in this situation. That's fouled away down the third base line.
Well, I like this from lacrosse here, Spencer. You're looking for something different. Merritt Savageau got into some trouble in the third, but she's really got into a rhythm over these last couple innings. So throw a couple new hitters at her, and not only that, but give these girls an opportunity to play in this atmosphere, this environment. How cool is that?
That one's in for strike two, so Savageau up in the count. Porter comes over from Campbell University, the Fighting Camels. One of the better mascots I've seen in college softball. She'll show bunt before this pitch, brings it back as that one skipped over to Johnson in the right-hander batter box. Ball one.
Well, not only is the Fighting Camels an awesome mascot, but that is Division I, Spencer. And she has that experience of playing in spots like this, in high-stakes moments. Let's see if she uses it.
Campbell shows bunt again. Savageau forced to pitch around it. 2-2 count. The Steam with 8 hits in this game. They sit down by 3 runs, though, 5-2. The problem hasn't been getting on base. It's been bringing runners home, as we've seen multiple instances where they can't bring in bases loaded scenarios. That'll dribble over to the second baseman. Throw the second is in time, but that'll be down as a fielder's choice, so the Steam keep a runner on.
I like that from Brooklyn Hoffer and Megan McGinnis in the middle infield. Keep it simple on a play like that, right? We saw Wausau try to turn two earlier in a situation. It turned it to a throwing error, kind of messed up an inning. And so just getting the force out good enough with the 3-run lead.
Shantos pops it up into center field. Getting under it is Kinsinger. There in time for the second out. But you're right, Matt. Those are the kinks you have to work out in early season situations like this. Sometimes you need to weigh that risk and reward. No need to try and turn a double play when it's a tight fit. You still only have a runner on, and now you've moved up to 2 outs. Larson comes up to bat. Savageau trying to get through 6. That floats inside for strike 1.
Well, Spencer, Larson is 0 for 3 today, but she has hit the ball pretty hard on multiple occasions. If she could get a hold of one and put one in the gap, could be good news for the Steam.
That one's off the inside of her bat and thrown over to first for the 3rd out. Wausau is up to bat next on the Northwoods League Sports Network.
The 1-2. Swung on, floated, shallow right. That one, another diving catch. Carly Oliver, these Nightmares are putting on a clinic.
It's an atmosphere not like you're used to in college. It's a lot less pressure. You can really just meet friends, meet people that you're going to love forever, and just soaking up the moment, enjoying the game. It has been so amazing. Everyone has been so nice and friendly, and just making friendships and finding mentors that I'm going to run to for the rest of my life for sure. It was unexpected, and it was such a big blessing.
Loggers fans, your favorite former sports talker Dave Carney here, now part of the amazing team at Stone Distribution. Contractors, architects, developers, home builders, landscapers, we work with you on wholesale stone distribution. Businesses looking for a refresh in your facade or interior, or those looking to open with a bang, we work with you. And if you're a homeowner looking to beautify the inside or outside of your home, we work with you from start to finish. Give us a buzz or come see me at Stone Distribution on Bryce Prairie, where we build without limitations.
Introducing the Crosse AI with Red Alloy Plus, engineered with aerospace-grade alloy for ultimate durability and razor-thin precision. Generative AI technology meticulously fine-tunes every 1/8 inch of the bat, pushing the boundaries of performance. The optimized mid-load swing weight delivers speed and extends the sweet spot, all in a seamless one-piece construction designed for peak power. The RevGrip premium material offers unmatched tack and cushion. Artificial intelligence, real results.
Catch all the action of America's premier summer collegiate softball and baseball league at northwoodsleague.com. Purchase tickets to a game near you, get the latest stats on your favorite team, or watch live game coverage. Check out the selection of Northwoods League headwear, apparel, and more for the sport fan in your life. All proceeds support the Northwoods League Foundation. Visit northwoodsleague.com, your home for the Northwoods League.
We're down to the last few outs in this one here at Athletic Park in Wausau, Wisconsin. Beautiful sunset over that tree line. It's been a fun day so far, and it's not done yet. Bottom of the 6th here on the Northwoods League Sports Network is a go. Valerie Ostoff pinch hitting for Kaylee Kinsinger. So Kinsinger's day is done in center field. Ostoff will relieve her there. Valerie Ostoff, a junior out of Carroll University, .253 average last season with Carroll. She'll watch that one go inside for ball 2.
Just a beautiful night for softball, Spencer. And I would just say as a message to all the fans who have shown up and given great support here today, this is not the only game you should come to. You should come to more. And I think Wausau, with the way their field is played, great pitching, Marin Savageau, great 6 innings in the circle, that should give you every reason to come back and catch more Ignite softball as the summer goes along. This team has a brand and a style that I think identifies with the community in Wausau. And so, again, that should give you every reason to come out and watch high, fast-paced softball day in, day out.
Out the gates, the Ignite have been a fun squad. The Steam have competed well today as well, as Schultz is able to work her way back from a 3-0 count. Ostoff looks at a 3-2 now. Schultz up to 33 pitches on the day through 2 innings. She relieved Maury, as that one just rolls foul on that check swing from Ostoff. Ostoff going against her former team in this opening day game. She played for Lacrosse last year, batted .192 through 30 games played. Took that experience over to Carroll to have quite the season. Osthoff watches that go just outside. She'll take a walk. Back to the top of the order for the Ignite. Megan McGinnis will stroll over. She's had some great plays in the field. She'll look to maybe make one more in the batter's box. Has a run on the day, hasn't yet gotten a hit. Swings on that, and that's her hit. That'll roll to the backstop and off the glove of Shantos. Rounding third is Osthoff. She waves the signal off, and she's safe. Jasmine Estrada can do nothing but smile and shake her head. Osthoff believed in herself, knew she could make it, and McGinnis brings her home to make it 6-2 Wausau.
You see the owl signals again. This is a great piece of hitting from Megan McGinnis, but watch Osthoff at third. She was stopped initially by Jazz Estrada, but she bullies her way to home, slides in, safe, and that's the sort of energy that you want from a team. She had every intent to go and score there, and she did. A huge insurance run for the Ignite.
Wausau starting the sixth off with some fun. 6-2 is their lead in their first ever game in Northwoods League play. That brings up the two-spot hitter, Brooklyn Hoffer. Had an RBI single and walked earlier on. Popped out in her last plate appearance. Swings on that, just barely gets it off the tip of her bat. She's down 0-2.
The other thing I'll say there about Osthoff is, she sits on the bench waiting for her opportunity for 6 innings. She's going to make the most of it, and she knew that she could beat out that throw from Burt, the second baseman. A heck of a slide, too.
Just able to get out the outstretched glove of Makarevich. Hoffer takes ball 1 here. Wausau still working with no outs and a runner on second, and they're into the meat of their order. All things go right. You may see Mia Johnson again one last time tonight. That one's popped into right. That's going back, and making the catch is Larson. And that'll advance the runner to third. That gives Riley Schwiezo an opportunity to bring in her first RBI of the year. She got a hit earlier on today, a double. She walked in her last plate appearance. She's got 1 out. Schultz able to deliver inside for strike 1.
You know what I've loved about the Wausau offense today is everybody's getting involved. Everybody's reached base. 7 of the 9 Wausau hitters have a hit today.
Just a little high from Schultz, but Wausau have been tough outs too. They've been good at the plate. Very good approaches, very good discipline. It's been difficult to strike them out. They've taken 5 walks. Like you said, only struck out twice. The Steam have had their problems getting them off the field. A little bit of an off speed. Isn't able to find the zone. 2-1 count now to Schwiezo.
And when you have every hitter firing on all cylinders this early in the season, then the pitchers have to catch up. That's a place you want to be in as an offense.
Schultz high on that. She's up to 44 pitches on the day. The next will be 45. Let up only 2 hits and a run. She has walked 2, though. Looking to get a big second out here. Minimize the damage. Just a bit high. Lacrosse has a double play opportunity at second with a grounder, but that's going to bring up a strong hitter. We've seen her strength earlier on in the center field. Mia Johnson gets another try here to go yard.
Well, this is a big spot in this game as well, Spencer. She could get a hold of another one. You might as well call it game over. Could clinch the Ignite's first ever win.
Mia Johnson pops up down the third base line, and that will fall in between 2 Lacrosse defenders. We'll go foul. Schultz was able to strike her out in her last plate appearance. Had a nasty heater that got just over the bat of Johnson as she was swinging, so Schultz had the stuff in order to secure a big out, but does she have it again? High and outside for ball 2.
I think what you like to see from Schultz is that she's attacking Mia Johnson. A lot of pitchers are going to try to pitch around her this year. Schultz is going straight at the heart of the plate, getting swings and misses out of Mia.
Johnson, left field. See ya. Mia Johnson does it again. A 3-run blast to left field. Opens this game wide open. It's 9-2 Wausau in their first ever outing in the Northwoods League.
Mia mashes another one, Spencer. Drills it this time into left field. She got under it enough and enough power to get it over the fence. And just like we said a moment ago, this game might be done and dusted on one swing. It is so hard to pitch around or through Mia Johnson because she could do things like that. I tell you what, it's just the first game, Spencer, but this is a great preview of what we're going to see from Wausau's star this year.
If you've watched batting practice like I've had the pleasure to, that is not much of a surprise as Molly Fitzgerald has the Ignite rolling with another base hit. But Johnson, I mean, effortless too. That power is there from the second that bat leaves her shoulder. It's a clean swing. It's precise. She takes reps so seriously in those batting practices, in practices in general. She is on it.
I think the other thing is it relieves any pressure from the Ignite. I think when you have your first ever game in program history or franchise history, you want to win it, right? And it could have been a tight one going into the top of the 7th, but Mia Johnson puts this crowd into a party atmosphere.
As Tequila is playing now. Folks are having fun out in the stands. We've got a mound visit. Crosse has stayed in this one pretty much throughout. Great pitching, got them out of some tough scenarios. The field has made some great plays, but when you've got a player like Mia Johnson, if you're Wausau, I mean, that's the X factor. It really is.
And look at that. You've already got kids out there doing the little Ignite symbol, and that is what the Northwoods Softball League is all about. It's not just about getting these hitters and these players an opportunity to build and become better at their game. That's a big piece of it, right? But then you see these little kids who are being inspired by the game of softball. These are memories being made right here at Athletic Park.
Wausau trying to make a few more before time is up here. One runner on, one out. Quinn Marnaka back to the plate. She swings on that, pops it high into center field. Trotting over to make the catch was Shantos for out number 2.
Your attention, please. Now pitch hitting for the Ignite.
We'll have another pinch hitter for Wausau. Caitlin Foster steps up to the plate. The freshman from St. Cloud Tech Community College. Hails from Foreston, Minnesota. She'll swing on that, and it'll land for a base hit. Foster able to swing on that first pitch and get on base easily. She keeps the inning alive.
Well, everybody wants a hit today for the Ignite, Spencer. You got Osthoff. She runs around to score a run after walking in the 6th. And then you see Foster come up again, another hitter who has been waiting for her opportunity in front of this big crowd, making the most of it.
Trzynski chops on that one, goes foul.
Never too late for ice cream.
All of these Ignite players are getting in on the fun. That's the good part.
And I think you're already seeing a theme with the Wausau Ignite, making the most of the opportunities they are given. And that's a great motto to have. And that comes from Jazz Estrada, the Wausau coach's mentality of focus fun. When you focus and you have fun, you make the most of the chances you're given.
And of course, you hear that motto, and it's a little bit of a contradiction. You know, usually when you're focused and you're having too much fun, when you're having fun, you're usually carefree and not focused. But that's what makes this Wausau team so electric so far through this one. She's competitive, but she wants this team to have fun, as the fun may continue here. Rounding third, actually she'll stop. Fitzgerald stays. But that's a 2-out single from Trzynski.
Oh, for the first time this season, Spencer, the Ignite have batted around, and now Osthoff, who got this inning started with a risky play, right? Going from first to home on that double from Megan McGinnis. Maybe a chance for her first Ignite hit.
That one's a little inside to Osthoff. As you've said, the Ignite have been having so much fun this inning that we've now batted around the order. Osthoff came in to pinch hit for Kinzinger to start the inning. She's able to reach base on a walk, as that one goes way high. Schultz not able to get a full grip on that. She'll reset with a 2-0 count. Schultz, the windup, the delivery, just low. Ball 3.
And you know what? I love that right there from Abby Stiegler. Obviously a tough inning for Schultz to navigate. Wausau's caught a couple of her pitches, not her fault, just great swings from the Ignite.
That one drifts just out of the zone for ball 4, and Fitzgerald will walk home. So a 5 spot for the Ignite in the bottom of the 6th. They've reached double digits in their first ever game. It's 10-2.
And what a statement made by the Ignite on night 1. A message to the rest of the Northwoods Softball League. They're not just here. They can compete.
McGinnis gets that one to land and past Larson. Larson scrambling for the ball. That'll bring home 1, 2, pushing for 3. She's home. Osthoff crosses. And it's a 13-2 ball game with an RBI triple.
Well, how about that, Spencer? What a great hit from McGinnis, and from what we could tell, that's the end of the game via the run rule. McGinnis with a bases-clearing triple to give Wausau its first victory in franchise history in dominant fashion.
A standing ovation from the crowd here in Wausau. They're loving what they're seeing, and the Northwoods League has witnessed the Wausau Ignite come on the scene. From me, Spencer Gonzalez, from my color analyst, Matt Clark, from our producer, Mariah Cox, this has been a presentation of Northwoods League Softball on Northwoods League Plus. The Ignite win it 12-2 here in Wausau. Good night, folks. Good night.